You are a yummy oregano pizza. We call it za'atar. Now, crypto friends is full of contradictions. I love making this video, and there's always new people coming in, and you really have to remember what I say when I tell you that everybody is full of poop and there are walking contradictions everywhere, friends, everywhere in crypto and investing, okay? There is no such thing as one formula. You can't actually rely on that one thing. I mean, the easiest one everyone knows is HODL. Yeah, how's HODL going? Down for 3.5 years. HODL forever. HODL which one though? There's now 2.4 million coins. Then people will say, okay, HODL the cool stuff. Okay, what's cool? It's cool today. Is it going to be cool in 5 years? You can't guarantee me that. Or maybe you're biased. Maybe you own all the coins. Maybe you want everybody to join your coin right now. So I'm here to help you, okay, just to understand this. So firstly, this is Peppy gambling in the casino. That's all we're doing. I want you to understand we are all at the casino, okay? Don't ever think we're not. And by the way, this goes for life, friends. This goes for life, okay? There's contradictions everywhere. You know, some people, family, look, for example, I'll give you an example, okay? A lot of people will say, never lend money to family. All right, a lot of people will say that. But you know, sometimes some people have a very hard time, right? There are exceptions, to this rule. In markets, though, it's a whole new level because we're dealing with sport and competition. It's not just unfortunate circumstance randomness, okay? It's not like, it's more tougher than in those life things where, you know, in life that someone might say, oh, never be friends with that race or whatever. And then you maybe you live next to someone of that race. You're like, oh, just like the rest of us. Okay. In markets, it's more vicious. It's not like one of these like, oh, everybody hold hands and it turned out to be better than that. No. In markets, you can lose all your money. All right. And you could basically spin your wheels for a long time. So when I say crypto's full of predictions, okay, I'll say, well, look at this. People will say, do not marry your bags, but always say, have conviction. All right. So on one hand, people tell me and you, don't marry your bags. Don't marry your bags. Okay. Treat everything like a public toilet. Okay. You're in and you're out, in and out. All right. You know that. Okay. But then those same people say, oh, you got to have conviction. You got to have conviction. You got to believe in it. Okay. And they are not mutually exclusive. They are one in the same thing. Okay. You can't separate them. There is no world where I have conviction this thing is going to go up 4 units and then drop 3 units and then go up 6 units. No, it doesn't work. I wish it worked. We all wish it works too. Now, when we talk about having conviction, friends, just so you know, okay, because I just want to paint it here for you, people will always bring out the S&P 500. So I just want to let you know, because you probably wonder, like, how do these contradictions come up? And it's because of this chart. You see this? This is the Stonk market. This is the S&P 500. You see that, friends? See how it just goes up only? Okay, let's put on a monthly chart. See how it just goes up only? It goes up. I mean, we're talking about 1930s here, man. It literally, friends, yeah, it's gone up, yay, all these thousands of percent. But this line, okay, this line, it is about 8% per year. Okay? It's about 8% per year. You get about 1.5% in dividend yields. That price itself, removing the dividend yields, is about 8% per year. That's the stock market. So when people say long-term holding, there's two things you got to understand about this chart. Number one, because you and I are looking at one picture, you see literally freaking 100 years of data. All right? You see 100 years and you go, oh, wow, it just goes up over time. But it's literally like, okay, let's say you're going through the worst pain of your life. And I say to you, hey, don't worry. We're all going to go to heaven. Don't worry. It'll be over pretty quickly. You're like, okay, well, that's great. But I can't really fast forward and enjoy that now. I'm suffering every day now. Okay, now bring it to markets. When you're going through these capitulations, like, for example, this was GFC here. So this was the tech bubble burst. This was GFC here. This is zombie virus. When you're going through these, okay, it doesn't work to just tell yourself, oh, well, everything's good. Everything's good. You feel the intensity with the crown. But then people will say, oh, don't worry. Look, it goes up over time. You got to understand, friends, that S&P 500, it's a fake index. It's not a company. You are betting on America, right? America. Shout out to my Americana baby dolls. You are literally betting on the biggest 500 companies to keep producing the wealth machine, keep producing value for the world, and pump the shit out of our bags, okay? That's what we're betting on. You don't get this luxury with other things, okay? You don't. So, for example, look at this. It's a tough game, right? This is America, right? But like, if you go look at Japan, this is Japan, right? If you go look at Japan, friends, yes, it looks like it goes up. I mean, if you even check it here, this is from the 1950s, okay? Yeah, like, yeah, it goes up, okay, but what about this period? Okay, it's literally round-tripped 26 years. You made 4% in 26 years. How devastating is that? Literally, oh my gosh, 26 years round-trip. How's your holding working out, man? Do you feel good, by the way, friends? You feel good when this happens, right? Imagine this is 2008. You've literally been holding this thing for 20 years, and now you're down low, bro. After 20 years, you're down 80%. Oh my God, what a nightmare, bro. What a freaking nightmare. Oh my God, look how long it takes to go up. So I can show you as well, friends. There are other companies. I know these ones off by heart, man. Like, look at Intel, okay? Look at Intel. Intel, friends, I mean, just show you, right? You're like, hold, have conviction, hold. Yeah, bro. Intel goes up, sweet. 954x. Then Intel, literally, the piece of shit, round trip since 1996. There you go, 30 years. In 10,000 days, 30 years, you made nothing. In fact, since the year 2000, you are still down 73% after 25 years. You know, everyone, friends, is going to probably bring out the Microsoft chart as well. Wow, look at Microsoft. Yeah, but there's a period here of 17 years it goes sideways. 17 years. So it goes up 500x. I remember doing a chart on this. 500x, sideways for 17 years, and then it breaks the high by 7x. What a ride, man. You see how tough it is when you're doing individual things? So I've just shown you, everyone always refers on stocks. Remember, they have a company. Remember, friends, with stocks, forget the earnings. Forget the earnings and the meme and all this other stuff. Forget them, okay? Stocks have something crypto don't. The CEO goes to jail if they don't try to pump your bags. Okay? It's kind of funny. They can't just run away. They have to at least try to make an effort to pump your bags. Now, they can just be lazy and be incompetent, okay? Because you can't do legal laws to make someone unincompetent, right? But that's something crypto don't have. Crypto's like, I give up, I'm out. But actually, you kind of want them to do that, man. Wouldn't you rather? I know it sounds harsh, but if someone's going to give up, you don't want them to waste 15 years, bro. Rug now. Rug now and teach me the lesson so I can pick myself up. See this game, friends? That's why I hope you look at, say, for example, when you look at Bitcoin, you look at this through a different lens now. Okay, you look at this from a much different lens. Yay, it's going up, Bitcoin. That is the Bitcoin, man. That's the difference. So I've shown you, or you obviously know, right? Now, oh, just hold everything. Yeah, I know. Hold everything, right? Remember the contradiction. Don't marry your bag. Okay, great. Yeah, but if you don't hold, you're never going to see any of that. You literally... it's physically impossible for you to see any of this. And friends, look at this, okay? Look at Coca-Cola. Look at what I'm about to show you this chart, friends. This is literally going to blow your mind. Now, this is Warren Buffett's famous Coca-Cola. All right. Now, this is insane, okay? So it pumps up and then it drops here. All right. So it drops 60%. So sweet. All you're looking at is this. And then it just keeps going up and up and up and up. But look at this, man. I'm going to show you this period, friends. Like, Look at this, look at this. You missed it. You missed it already. Imagine this stock has literally gone nowhere for 3 years. All right. Literally, friends, in a 20-cent range. Tick, 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 for freaking 3 years. Right. And look at this, man. Look at this. You have already made, you're like, oh my gosh, bro, you've already made 12x in a straight line. But look, it goes up again. It goes up again, friends. See that? Talk about conviction. What about Apple? Okay, you got to be careful with these unicorn winners, all right? Just I got to remind everybody out here, if you're not familiar with statistics and all these trends, you got to remember the humans we suck at investing. Why? Because I only remember these big cases, but 99% of things just go to zero and they just get destroyed. So I have survivorship bias. I'm remembering these names on average when I can't just look at the data set of all the things that appeared and then failed. All right, that's why I remember things like Intel and Microsoft. This should show you how hard it is to see that, right? Now, if you're looking at Apple, friends, okay, you're looking at the Apple stock, check this out. This is adjusted, by the way. I mean, like, look what it looks like on a regular chart. Because I was showing you all the log chart. Man, that's freaking insane, man. Let's put on a log chart, friends. This chart, okay, I remember here. You want to know what happened here? Around here, Steve Jobs releases the iPod, I think, around here. It was around here. It was either here or here, one of these. And investors had no idea what the hell he was doing. They go, this guy's smoking crack. I'm out. Look what ends up happening, though. He releases it, and then, bang. Hey, that's a 60x, man. Is that a 6,000x, actually? No, it can't be. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's a 60x. So, oh, man. That's crazy. But that's Apple. It took over the world. It's the one thing that took over the world. Google, Apple, Amazon. We're not going to get that, man. So, contradictions, right? That's why I went through these with you, man. Like, contradictions. Don't marry your bags, but hold long enough. So, look, after seeing all these, I know it makes you stressed. It makes me stressed too. That's why people say, have a strategy. What's your strategy, bro? What's your strategy? So, I just showed you coins, stocks. They went up, but there was like a 10-year freaking sideways period. What are you meant to do? When do you give up? Year one? You're taking a 60% loss. Why would you give up in that year and not the other year? There are other years they had that big drop. Why didn't you give up back then? You're telling me you can read the future. You know that's going to be the start of a 10-year range. No one knew that. Right? We could be the start. We could be in a freaking 5-year crypto range right now. We don't even know. Hopefully not. They've lit the green candle for us. But you see that, friends? It's super important to understand this. After all of these and everything I've seen, the truth is this, man. The truth is this. You have to specialize. You have to specialize. And what I mean by that? Well, you can't be a cookie cutter. You can't smell every flower. You can't look at every asset class if you want to make it. We got to concentrate. Now, here's the thing. We are concentrating, aren't we? We're in crypto. Now, why do you have to concentrate? It's because there are a certain cohort of people who are always punting. So there's people holding, big cohort, and then there's swing traders, and then there's the day trading, algorithm, short-term scum, paper handlers, you know what I mean? The equivalent, the pump funners in everything, okay? The longer and more focused you are in your asset class and whatever it is you're doing, when you start to understand the sixth sense of the players, you get a 3D awareness of everything. You and I can figure out when non-believers are starting to enter. Okay? And that is something you can't see based off a monthly chart or an RSI or whatever. You see some of these stock charts. What the hell was that, bro? Just going up, sideways, up. We don't know what the hell is going on. But you just have to specialize. That's it. If you don't specialize, you will never know when your thing is expensive. Okay? Because anybody can just get in and stay forever when you get out. Warren Buffett has a thing where he's like, oh, I'm holding it for 10 years, right? So he doesn't care about these little mini cycles and stuff here and there. He's caring about the 10-year mark. He's trying to look for opportunities, trying to look for the big home run ones, right? So he doesn't have to play these little games. Okay, so that's ultimately what it comes down to. Now, luckily for us in cryptocurrencies, we do have the cycle, which is correlated to the global liquidity, don't we? Okay, we call it, 4-year cycle, etc. Okay, it's just global liquidity cycle. So you and I, we get a feeling that Coinbase being #1 app store rank, Jim Cramer being bullish, a meme coin hitting 100 billion market cap, VC raises hitting over $1 billion. When we see all these, Katy Perry coming back, right? When we're seeing all these, we're thinking, I think the non-believers are coming in. You know, friends, I even have it here on my Bitcoin chart. Look at the bottom here. Believer, top non-believer. Just so we always remember, man, believers are down here. Davey Soy Hoffman crying, he's a believer. spirit's crushed. And when the non-believers come, that's the quick money people. Quick money, quick 2x, quick 3, quick. Those quick money people, they are high volume people, retailers, emotional money. They usually are playing near the top. Not all of them win. Some of them just actually get the quick money and get out. But that's what we're looking for. And that's why a lot of people, it takes a long time to get there, okay? If you're like in a 7-year S&P 500 bull market cycle, they only come in the last 9 months. Right, so they're going through it as well. Everybody goes through it, okay? It's just the stock market is a lot more subdued with its growth rate, so you don't get these parabolic blow-offs like we do. So I hope you get it now, okay? So it took me a long time. You know, your friend told me he has specialty friends. I'll play some nice angel music for us just to remind us this. It took me a long time to figure it out. I was always wondering, my gosh, this whole thing's full of contradictions. Don't marry a bag, and then have conviction and hold. What the hell do you do? How do you ever get the game? That's right. It's a game. You have to master the game. Sharpen your sword. Sharpen your banana. Sharpen your pointy elbows. Hey! The more we understand the enemy, I know we've got to use these war analogies. The enemy is just emotional money coming in. They don't care. Woo, 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 woo. They're here for fun. Okay. We have to understand them, man. Because look, no one's good and no one's bad. We just know what's sustainable. All right. That's what we're looking at. Now, it's not sustainable when Bitcoin does 6 green monthly candles and people are excited. It's not sustainable. Because the people who enter on the 5th and 6th green monthly candle of Bitcoin, not just Bitcoin's price, but altcoins and crypto in general, the people who enter there, they will tell you they're here forever. They tell you, diamond hands, we believe. I'm here all the time. They'll say that. Of course, they're going to say that. But that's where you have to have your wits and just think, you know what, man? I don't think you actually believe, bro. I think if we drop 50%, you're going to be capitulating. Bad. Okay, now, don't just be skeptical like this for everything. But if you're thinking like this on average, you survive. Because you're paranoid. Because you don't trust them. You don't trust them, man. Friends, it's literally, you're at a party, you meet someone new. Let's say you met another dude. Dude comes out, and they're like, let's say you're drinking together. Yeah, bro. I'm your best friend for life. I got your back. I got your back. They just say, yeah, man, I'm here all the time. I got your back. Now, if I pulled you out and I say, hey, man, that guy you met, all right, do you reckon he's really got your back? Maybe in this moment, what if you needed $1,000? Would he front you? Okay. What if he was required to maybe, I don't know, drop his sister off at some wedding? Okay, what if she had a hair appointment at 5 a.m. on a Sunday? Is he going to get out of bed and go get you back? Right? Is he going to go do that? Would you trust him with the vault in your home? You see what I mean? I'm asking these questions like, hey, I don't trust him at all. Okay, well, that's why when this emotional money appears in crypto, that's the questions we've got to be asking. Like, well, you got to love them in the moment, but you got to remember, like, man, if this thing went south, you were the first person to run. Okay, that once you understand this mindset, then we can actually start to figure out a path to victory. But you don't get there without holding, number one. But number two, this whole when are we starting to get expensive? It's interesting, right? It's got nothing to do with the price. It's the people. Okay, which is, I'm telling you now, friends, this is the highest level of markets you ever get. And it took me very, 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 very long to understand what the hell they were all talking about. This Seth Cohen dude, all these other people, friends, they all talk like me. I'm just translating it for you, okay? They all talk like that. And I had no idea what the hell they were talking about when I first started reading. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? There's Warren Buffett formulas. If the number gets to 200, you sell. And then I realized, oh, the number never gets to 200. All right, the number never gets to 200. It gets to 200 in like 15 years when you're like over it. That's when it gets there. So then you realize there's a certain number of currency units and people are going to allocate, okay? But there are some signs we can get that too many people have allocated in one thing unsustainably, okay? That is our edge. That's why we're here ultimately in crypto. That's why we don't go around to like 15 different asset classes or stonks or anything else. People who do, they end up diluting themselves away, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.